Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Banished. My name is Casanis. In the last episode oh no, people are going hungry right away. Bad way to start. In the last and that's because my population is now increasing a great deal again. In the last episode we built ourselves this schoolhouse as well as a number of additional fields in hopes of avoiding that whole starvation issue. And so far it hasn't done very much for us. 5 of 5, and I still can't split it. So that means the last episode we built this cattle farm, or maybe a couple episodes ago, I built this additional cattle farm here in hopes of being able to split this thing, and I'm not going to be able. So what I'm going to have to do is build myself a very large cattle farm. A very large cattle farm, empty it. So let me turn this off. It's not going to be cattle here anymore. Can I set it to none? Okay, I'll turn the work off. Maybe that'll help. Work? Okay, sorry. Turn the work off and see if that actually helps. So what I am going to do is build myself, in this episode, a couple of things. I'm going to build myself a very large cattle farm. And is no one working here either? What's going on here? That's not very good. We're going to build ourselves a very large cattle farm, and we are then going to, let's just do this and see if it helps as far as we can. And along this way as far as we can. And can I go this way? As far as we can. Right like that. Alright. We're going to build ourselves a very large cattle farm. I divided up these cattle farms originally because I didn't want them to be next to each other because you can get infestations and that kind of thing. And an infestation can cause your cattle to die off. Or whatever it is you have to die off. If I go one more, good. And I didn't want that to happen. But my idea of splitting this didn't work. And I've actually read that there's an issue where unless you can build a total of 10, unless you can actually grow a total of 10 cattle, then you're not going to be able to split them. Which kind of sucks. So I'm going to have to actually build a very large cattle farm in some other location. This will start producing food, and that's nice, as we actually get more and more, but I'd rather not. I'd rather have a large cattle farm somewhere that I can then, in turn, empty out and merchants arrived. Maybe I'll get lucky and it'll be like some other farm. It's cattle! Oh my god, I don't want cattle. Bring me something else. I don't want cattle. You know, and this is the other thing I just noticed as well. Ale. Ale is great out here. This guy will not take... What will he bring if I ask him to bring? Chickens, sheep. I'm going to ask him to bring sheep. Just once. Actually, maybe I'll ask him to bring chicken just once. Let's see what we get out of that deal. Boom. So when he comes back, he was either going to bring for me chicken or sheep. Okay, so I'm going to build a large farm down here, and that it might not be such a bad thing that he's going to bring that next time. If I build one large farm, then I can always use that large farm for the purpose that I'm saying right now, to actually breed these things and then split them off. I'll have to empty it somewhere. I'm not really sure where to put it, though. I don't really know where to put this large cattle farm. Maybe up here. Well, here's what we are going to do this episode. What I did do is I built this little area down here. I built this bridge so people can get back and forth. And you can see they're actually moving back and forth relatively well through here now. And that's really cool. The new structure I did want to build in this episode is I did want to... Actually, I'm going to increase the number of... you know what? I'll leave it. I did want to build this thing right here. I did want to actually build a tunnel through this thing here. And I think I'm either going to put homes here. I think I'm going to ultimately put homes there. So I actually do want to put a tunnel through the mountain here. It's going to cost 124, and that's fine. Does it matter if I go one farther? No. 124. It'll give my people an opportunity to go through this area directly from the other side. I think we're going to do it just like that. Just like that. So that is a new project I actually want to do. Let's increase the number of builders and see if we can't get that thing going in this episode. Let's increase it to 6. In this episode, let's see if we can't get that going. And we're going to put in that large cattle farm somewhere. Say, this is the first time this has happened. One of my miners has died in a cave-in. And that's too bad. That's too bad. Alright. So, somewhere in here, large cattle farm. or a large farm that I can actually change back and forth between two different things. It's got to be twice the size of this. So 10 by 20, which you can't do. Maybe I should just put one big farm back here. Ultimately, I'm going to need a place. There's only 2 structures I'm missing currently. No, 3. I'm missing the well, which is terribly inefficient anyway, and I don't really care about it. The chapel, which I could probably put... Can I put it here anyway? The chapel could go right in here. Where else could it go? I can go right here next to the miners. The miners want to pray because they actually get crushed all the time. You actually want it near some of your buildings. You want it near a lot of your houses, just because it'll take on a population, a congregation. Sorry, not a population, a certain congregation. So the chapel could go right there if I wanted it to, and then we could put in. We're gonna have to have the last building is the town hall. Where could that go? Can it go right here once this is done? Can I fit it here? No, it's not going to fit there. Could I fit it here? No, can't fit here either. So it's going to have to go somewhere else. I'm going to have to find a location for the town hall. Maybe the town hall will go down here. Maybe ultimately it'll go down here. It doesn't really matter where the town hall goes, to be honest. Someone's going to work there. Only one person does, and basically what this thing does is gives you access to a lot of different records. Not records, a lot of different information. So, I think the chapel's probably going to go here. So maybe... No, you know what? We're going to put some roadways back in here, and the town hall's going to go back in here. So that means I'm going to have to put a large farm in. And I'm going to put in a large farm, and hopefully this is going to allow me to... I've already got one of them, which kind of sucks. Maybe I should just tear this one down. No, I'm not going to tear it down. I'm going to build another one. Eventually I want to have chickens and mutton and everything else in here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build ourselves in this episode as well. Hopefully we're going to have that. This tunnel's almost done. That's really what I want to do. We're going to build ourselves 17 by 10. Is that big enough? Actually, I can build this bigger. I need 20 by 10 in order to double the number of cattle. 20 by 10. And that will hopefully allow me to get 10 cattle. And what I'm going to do at that time is empty this one out, put them in here, and then they'll grow to 10, and I'll be able to split them, and I'll have more and more and more cattle. This thing is done. Alright, so this is what I wanted you guys to see this episode. That is done. We're going to add ourselves a little roadway that kind of goes up to the edge of this, right up to our thing there. That's great. It's going to allow me to put some homes and stuff in here, I think. Something in here anyway. Not really sure what, but something will go in here. Maybe eventually some homes. Pretty soon I'm going to have to start adding in homes. I'm just going to start adding in homes and get myself over the population that I wanted to get. My food is doing really crappy again, unfortunately. So hopefully I will actually make it. I've only got 1 or 2 more buildings to put in. You guys are going to see that. I think I'll put them both in next episode so you guys can actually see it. And that'll be the end of our series, other than one more thing, which is to show you the final town when everything is all said and done. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed this game. We're getting pretty darn close to the completion. Oh yeah, this is why I put the tunnel in, just so people could go. You can see they're using the tunnel like crazy. That's awesome. They're going back and forth. This guy didn't. He went around. What are you doing, dude? But a lot of people that are coming from over here are going back and forth. That guy just went through the tunnel. See that? They're going to go from here, and they're going to go over. Maybe they'll even move into homes and stuff over here. Who knows? Who knows? I'm going to put some homes in here, I think. That guy's hungry. That guy's hungry. I see how hungry you are, dude. I see how hungry you are. We're going to have an influx right now, though, of food, so hopefully everyone will survive. Iron's low. Okay, let's actually reduce the number of stone cutters. 2, 3, and increase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't need that many laborers. We don't need that many builders either. Reduce it. And let's up this. Like that. Alright. Alright, yeah, so that'll produce more iron. We got a couple people going hungry now. A couple people going hungry. A couple people going hungry. Okay, this place is done. We are going to add in here 1. 2 herdsmen, maybe. The 2 required. And we're going to make this into cattle. Bang. As soon as we do, Come over here and work, people. As soon as they come here to work, we are... Okay, they left here. Let's empty this. They should move into this location here. Do I need one more person here? Sorry. One person's working here. Let's add one here. 2 of 2. 1 of 1. That's what I wanted. I want to empty this out. The cattle are coming over here. They're going to move in here with these 2 guys working on them. And when they do... What? No, no, no. No. Don't go there. Go here. This is the cattle place. Empty. Oh, what the hell? Why did they move in here? Empty. Please. Empty. Obviously, this is bothering me. You can't even turn this off. It can't be anything but cattle. It can't be anything but cattle. Empty. And move in here. That's what I wanted right there. No! Why? This doesn't make sense. This does not make sense. I don't want you in here. I'm going to have to tear this out. I have no choice. People are dying of starvation. Well, I'm arguing with my cattle. Put the cattle in here. I'm going to have to tear that thing out. I have to. Because I don't see any other way to make them go. I have no other animals. Alright, once that gets torn out, these cattle hopefully will move into this location. This is where I want them. Go here, cattle. These cows, 6 of 10, which is awesome now. I still can't split it. I can make 10, so I was right. I actually doubled the actual area of this thing here. Hopefully when I get to 10, I can actually put more cows in here. I'm sad that I had to get rid of this. And I don't know why our iron's low when I have that many miners working away. So this is really what I wanted to do in this episode, guys. This is what I really wanted to do. I wanted to show you the tunnel. In fact, you know what? That was kind of boring. So you know what we're going to do? I'm going to add in one of the last structures. That last structure is going to be... Can I add in the chapel? The chapel is going to cost me 30 iron. I don't have it. What does this cost me? Town Hall 48. Okay, so it's going to be the chapel. And the chapel I said was going to go right here. R. Right here. I wanted to put it closer to that if I could. I will leave one space just like this. Just like that. Can the chapel go here? No. One space, just like that. Bang, we're going to build ourselves the chapel right there. Our reserve of iron is low. We've got everyone working as hard as they can. Oops, turn this off. And I'm going to reduce the number of stone cutters I have for now. And let's increase this. Let's actually make this 0 stone cutters. And we will make that into 15 miners. I'm going to look around to see if there's any iron on the map at all. If there is, I will send them to get it. We are now building... Oh, there's probably iron way down here. This is going to take these guys a long time to get it. But let's just send them anyway. Yeah, there's some iron down here. I don't know why. These things here never seem to produce as much as they should. They never seem to produce as much as they should. I've got a lot of stone produced right here, and some wood. There's a little bit of iron hanging out here. I wonder if I need a... Let's put something a little closer. Maybe it's not... Maybe this is too far. Let's put another stockpile here. I can't put anything in this area really anyway, so we're going to add in one more stockpile right here. Let's see if this makes the collection a little easier. Okay, I won't go there. Let's put in a stockpile right here in front then. And I really don't mind using up this space just because ultimately I'm going to probably build a quarry down a little lower, so I'll just do it like that, actually make it pretty big. I'm gonna put a quarry down a little lower in this area here when I need to start producing more stone, and on the other side over here is going to be another iron farm. So, that's what we got going on. They are now building this chapel. This chapel takes quite a while to actually build. We've got 15 of our iron, which leaves us 0 up there. All of our stone in place. We still have lots of stone. And after that, it's just going to be man hours. And guys, that's going to take us to one last building. I have built in this episode the tunnel, allowing people to travel back and forth, hopefully much faster. I have built this chapel, and I built this giant thing here. And look at that. Look how fast my cows are now reproducing. That is awesome. Once they're a little bit bigger, then I'm going to... Yeah, these guys are probably going to starve and freeze when they're going back and forth with their iron, sadly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, laborers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, laborers. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so these guys here are reproducing very quickly. That's awesome. I've got myself 2 more just since building this thing here, and once I can... Yeah, this is producing maximum now. Once I can, then I will actually split these again, and this one here will kind of be churning these out, and this one here will grow back to 10. I know the food is low. I know the food is low. I'm actually going to put in this well, then. That will literally leave only one more... only one more structure to build. And that last structure is going to be the town hall. That's going to be it. That's going to be it, and that's going to take us to the end of this series. I really did enjoy this game. I thought it was a lot of fun. How's this thing doing? 81% remaining. You don't produce very much, do you? What? Why are they producing potatoes? Why would these people be producing potatoes at all? That doesn't even make sense. This game... some parts of this game are real broke. This guy shouldn't be in here. Can I split these now? 9 of 10. I better be able to split it when I hit 10 of 10. I better be able to split it when I hit 10. Okay, chapel is done. One dude in there. Merchants arrived. Let's see what he's got for me. Cabbage seeds, 2,500. And he won't take my ale either. Why won't you take my ale? I'm not going to buy your cabbage. I'm sorry. I would like to, but you got to take my ale. That's the deal we have. You take my alcohol, and I take your stuff. I take your stuff. My people are relatively happy. Really and truly, the variety of crops changes how happy everyone is. I've got one person who's hungry. It's probably the guy who's going way down here to get himself a stone. Probably. 10 of 10? 9 of 10 still. Yeah, it's probably that guy who goes way down there. Anyway, yeah, so that's all it really increases is the happiness of the people. So will the chapel, though. So hopefully now he's got 112 members that are in his congregation. That's how many is that? That's almost everybody, I think. I have a total of 100 and... let me see, do the math fast. Let's say that's 16, that's 112. That's everybody. Every single person goes to church. That's nice. They all like it. They're all like, you know what? People die and things here. People get the mumps. People die of starvation. They just die like crazy. So we better pray. That's what they're doing over here. Anyway, we're not going to discuss religion. Yep, so that's going to take us to the end of the episode, guys. That's really what I wanted to show you. I was really hoping to be able to split these cattle or rage quit and not be able to split them one or the other. But it's taken a long time for this guy to get his extra cow going. This guy right here, this cow here is attracted to you. This cow here would like to have a cow baby with you. So the two of you get together and make this number 10. And then we're going to eat you. That's the sad thing. We are going to eat your babies. Because our people are starving. I'm sorry, we are going to eat your babies. Alrighty. Is this well done? Is this well done? No? Why is no one putting that well in? What do my builders do all day? They literally do nothing. They literally do nothing. Increase the priority. Please put this well in. Okay. Just when I look over there, you go and do it? I saw you. I saw you, buddy. Yeah. Start building. Alright. Once that well is done, we are going to call that an episode. This guy's building away. He's sawing and hammering the well. Good job. Saw. Hammer. Walk away for a bit. Do whatever. You can go to the hospital or whatever. I think he's fooling around with that nurse. My food is now climbing. Why? Why is my food suddenly climbing? Is there an additional path? What happened? Maybe it's just because it's autumn and they're harvesting. This guy didn't do so well with his yield. This guy, maybe the age of the population has an effect on it as well. I don't know. Truly, I don't know. In my other games, I've done this game slightly different than I did my other games. In fact, what I did in the other games is I had multiple marketplaces, and I didn't notice that we had an issue with pathfinding the other games, to be honest. I easily reached 200. People living in the towns. And this one here, I had a few rough times, and I haven't even had anything go bad. Everyone's over there working and sawing now. Yeah, keep sawing at the stone. There we go. The well is done. Let's see. These cows have sex. They did not have sex. So you know what? Next episode, we're going to look at our cow sexing, hopefully be able to split this off and build our final structure. That is going to be it. And that will be the end of this entire thing. I will probably do one more episode, and that episode is going to be the this thing here, like I said, and then after that we're going to do one more, which is going to be show you that I reached well over 100 adult population, and that will be the end of this entire thing. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know. I would love to answer anything that you would like to know. I don't know if I actually have a good answer for you. As you can see, that not everything I did worked out, and a lot of this stuff is just guesswork for me. But I did have a lot of fun playing it, and hopefully you guys are giving it a try as well and enjoying it. Alright guys, if you did enjoy it, please, some people starving, some people cold. If you did enjoy it, then leave me a thumbs up. That lets me know how you feel. If you didn't enjoy it, a thumbs down is perfectly fine. Comments are always welcome. I love to hear what you have to say. And if you haven't done so, please take a few moments to subscribe. Have yourselves a wonderful day, everyone.